Hey, Juan here at Counseling Talk, and today's question is, hey Juan, my marriage. Oh, sorry, I completely butchered the reading from that. So today's question is, hey Juan, we're going to start marriage counseling soon. What is marriage counseling like? So I'm going to kind of throw in a different definition, and let's just say relationship counseling, couples therapy, marriage counseling, or just if you're seriously dating and you're working with a psychologist or a counselor. Now, the reason I threw those in is because sometimes in this field of mental health, we do use those terms interchangeably. So just in case you are watching this video and you're like, well, I'm actually doing relationship counseling, not marriage counseling. Is there a difference? Overall, no. We're still trying to support the relationship. Now, I can only speak for myself, and meaning that I can only speak what takes place in my sessions when I work with couples. And let's see, how do we start this? Let's start this from the beginning. So you're sitting out there in the waiting room, and then you're filling out your paperwork, right? You're enjoying the process of filling out that lengthy paperwork, and then I'll come out there and I'll say, hey, how are you? I'm Juan. Good to meet you. Maybe shake hands, maybe offer you some coffee or some water, and then that's the introduction. After that part, we go into the office, and I'll go into, of course, all the counseling lingo about the ethics and that good stuff that we all love, but then I'll go into what's going on in the relationship. So at this point, you're both there, and then you're both able to share, well, he's kind of an ass, and he doesn't listen to me, or, he's not empathetic, and he's not understanding, etc. So this is a really good place where you're both sharing some of the issues that are going on, but also the good things, the really strong factors that allow the relationship to nourish and to grow. And then once we share these things, I just listen, and I take it in, and then I look at what strategies we can put into play. Very black and white strategies so that you feel valued, you feel important, so that hole that's in your relationship, we're able to, or just, hole here, we're able to fill it up with exactly what you want in that relationship, what you desire in that relationship. And I may ask you a question if you're in here. A question could be, maybe you don't feel valued in the relationship. So what needs to take place for you to feel valued? And then you'd be able to say X, Y, Z. And then we go into strategies, very black and white psychology, strategies for your partner, your husband to engage so that he's able to fulfill that need. And then maybe in the end of the week, you're able to evaluate with your partner. And then you sit down and you say, okay, now that you've been engaging in X, Y, or Z strategy with the counselor, how has the relationship improved? And then we're able to move forward in the positive direction. Now, throughout time, as we continue our relationship in counseling, we do more strategies to make sure we're addressing different issues that are taking place in the relationship. And one of the goals that I do as far as, our relationship, counselor-client relationship, is making sure that you're actually learning the practical advice versus just coming in and doing a quick fix. And what I mean by learning is that you're able to say, okay, these interventions supported our relationship. And if something comes up later, if, he decides to be cranky later or not listen or not continue to engage in these supportive methods that are helping our relationship, then we know exactly what to do. We know that when we met with Juan, we did these strategies, and they were able to support our relationship. So now, and as far as this question, I know that you asked, you're going into a marriage counseling session, and you kind of want to know what to expect. So since you're going into it, I want to ask that you're open and you're willing to sit down with this random person that you don't know and have a conversation. Let them know what's going on, and then be open to some of that feedback. All right? Hopefully, answer the question. If you have a further a leading question to that, let me know. Comments about Counseling Talk. If you want to share your questions with me, you can always do it here at the YouTube comment. I know because of confidentiality that may not be something you feel comfortable with, and that's why I have my email down below in the comments that you're able to privately email. And I know most of you have been emailing me, and that's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't care if there's like 100 emails on there. I'll read as many as them I can, and then I'll answer the ones that I feel competent and able to answer. So again, we're here to grow as a community and to help each other out. Take care.